Well, good afternoon, my crafty friends. How are you today? I hope you're having a wonderful day once again. Today is Wednesday, March 9th, and it's nice and sunny outside, so that's a nice change. They are calling for more snow on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, so not looking forward to that, but spring is almost here, but not quite. All right, so now I'm just gonna wait a couple of minutes and see if anybody pops on and see if I can get it on my iPad. So things are looking pretty good on my iPad. And all right. Okay, so the only thing I really want to talk about today, hi Jean, thanks for joining me, is yeah, just a reminder in the Judy's paper crafting community. You can post a maximum of 5 cards, and the only I forgot to hide the phone. Normally I put it on the stairs or something so I don't have to hear it ring, so I do apologize for that. Hopefully hubby will get it. Yeah, so a maximum of 5 cards, and the only stipulation is that it must be flowers. All right, so it can be current product, it can be retired product, and the challenge will run until March 31st. Okay, so again, in Judy's paper crafting community, maximum of 5 cards, and we'll spin the wheel at the end of the month. We'll probably actually April 1st, April Fool's Day, and we'll pick a winner. So for every card you post, you will get 1 entry. All right. So that's really just about all I have. There's a couple of other things, but I need to turn the camera down. So let's get started. So hang on. Okay. All right. So see, this is why I have this here, so I remember to introduce myself. All right. So my name is Judy Menlove, and you can reach me at judyspapercrafts.stampinup.net. And the host code for this month is EDDR69JC. Okay. All right. So, oh, Gina, I just saw a comment from you. Can I use the same flowers on all 5 cards? Well, you could, but it's pretty boring. So I'd rather you didn't, but there are no rules that say that you can't. So if you, Jean, if you want to do the same 5 cards, then you go ahead. Oh, Mary, you're still in Florida. Lucky you. And you're going to a class on Friday. Awesome. Well, post your cards. I'd love to see what you're making. Yeah, that'd be great. All right. Okay. So I just want a reminder about the Savings and Bloom. Can you guys see this okay? Do I need to put my lights on? Let's see. Put my lights on. There we go. Okay. So savings are in bloom until March 31st. Our little mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine is 20% off, along with 13 various bundles of stamps and dies. All right. So you can find them all under stampinup.ca, or you can get there via judyspapercrafts.stampinup.net. Okay. So 20% off a bunch of bundles and 20% off the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. He's just such a mini but mighty machine. I just love him when I can use him. Sometimes I can't because I need the big machine. But anyways, oh, hi Rose, thanks for joining me today. Okay, so I'm just gonna give you a little. Normally I don't do this, but I am gonna do this time. Next month, which is April, I'm gonna be working on the Abstract Beauty Suite. Okay. Oh, hi Cheryl, thanks for joining me today. So this is the Abstract Beauty Suite, and this is the one that I'm going to be doing for the month of April. If you haven't seen this paper yet, it is absolutely stunning. I will show it to you next week. And the papers are just beautiful. They're a unique size. They are 4x6, which is the first time we've ever had 4x6. Normally it is 6x6 or 12x12. So, okay. Also, tomorrow I am going to post. So that's what we're doing for April. What we're going to do for May, I'm going to post and ask your opinion. All right. So your options will be the Flowering Fields Suite. Can you guys see the whole thing here? I have to wait for the thing to catch up here. All right, the Flowering Field Suite, which is on page 14 and 15. There's a lot to this. There's beautiful paper, some butterflies, some ribbon, and 2 sets of stamps and dies. So there's a lot to this. So anyway, yeah, so there's a lot to that if you wanted to pick that one. So that is the Flowering Fields. Also, your other option is the Artfully Composed Suite. Again, this has got beautiful DSP, some fancy vellum, ribbon, gemstones, and again, the bundle, stamp and dies, okay? And your third choice is the New Horizons Suite. So again, it's got beautiful paper. These are 6x6 and stamp set and dies, some nice ribbon, and some gemstones. So I will be posting that tomorrow, and that will be in Judy's paper crafting community. So if you want to vote, you'll have to go in there, and there is a thread type of thing. I don't want votes all over the place. Hi, Maureen. Thanks for joining me today. I don't want votes all over the place, so they're going to have to be posted in the thread. All right. So those are your 3 options, and whichever one gets the most votes will be the one I will do for May. Okay. That's all I have. I think that's enough. All right. So we're working on the Cactus Cuties for this month. So this is the card we did last week. Okay, so when we put the little googly eyes on, oh, just love those little guys. All right, this is the one we're going to do today. And normally I don't do this because normally I don't decide what I'm doing until the night before, but I'm actually ahead of the game. So next week we're going to have an easy card. So we're going to do this one for next week. And the week after will be a fancy fold card, which I have 2 here. I might actually even do a different one. All right. So they kind of stand up like that. I know it's kind of hard to see with the camera, but kind of like that. Like, I don't know. I don't know how to show you how they stand. Yeah, there, like that. Okay. Anyway, so that's what we're going to do the last week. But for now, we are going to work on this one. All right. So the colors that we're working with today are Garden Green, Pear, Pizzazz, Evening Evergreen, Cajun Craze, and Calypso Coral. All right. Oh, I'm glad you like the cards. Thanks, Maureen. Okay. So again, this is the stamp set, and this is the punch. Okay, so I like this set because it doesn't come with the dies, and sometimes if you're a new stamper, you don't want to put the money out to get the big machine and all the dies. So this is nice if you're starting out. Okay, all right. So we're going to start with Cajun Craze. I already had this piece, so I'm not going to cut it. This is 5.5 by 11. 5.5 by 11. No, 5.5 by 8.5. And my dimensions are all screwed up once again. Okay. I want to see if I can get as much in here as possible. There. All right. So again, 5.5 by 8.5, and we're going to score it at 4.25. Okay. So that is that. That's your base card. Your base anyways. Then we're going to take a piece of Pale Papaya, and we're going to make that 1/4 inch smaller all the way around. So if this is 4.25 by 5.5, the Pale Papaya will be 4 by 5.25. So we're going to cut that 4 by 5.25. Okay. And I'm going to do all the cutting first. And then I have this piece is from, this is some DSP, and this is from the You're a Peach. So there's the You're a Peach. This is in the annual catalog. And I'm just going to cut a 2-inch strip of this. I thought this kind of went nicely, so I've got a 2-inch strip. And I'm going to make it, this is 5 1/4 lengthwise, so I'm going to cut this to 5 1/4 also. And I think that's it for the cutting. All right. Now, before I glue this all down, I want to put the Pale Papaya piece through my big stamp and emboss machine. I hope you can see that okay. So this is, I'm going to be using the Gingham embossing folder. So I'm going to put that in like so. I'm going to try and get it straight a little bit. Now, because this is a regular embossing folder and not a 3D, I don't need the extra piece. So this is just going to be number 1. And these ones don't have the numbers on them, but these are 2 3s. All right, so a 1, a 3, and put your embossing folder in, and then another 3. And remember, you always want your embossing folder to go this way, if at all possible. All right, and we're going to feed this through. Whoop. Sorry about that. Crash, bang, bang. And there you have some nice textured paper there. All right, and that's all we're going to do with this machine today, so we can put it away. Okay. So I'm going to take my bone folder and give this a nice press here to give it a nice crease. And I can glue this on now because I'm not doing anything else with it. So I will glue this on. I don't know how to keep the comments to stay on. Once they're on for a couple of seconds, they just disappear. I'm sure there's a way to do it. Maybe not on an iPad. I don't know. They don't seem to stay on the iPad, but anyways, I should have glued this one on first in case it was too long, but I didn't. It's obviously not 2 inches. It's 1.5 inches. My apologies. It's only, maybe I didn't cut this too. Yeah, it's only, I'm only doing this 1.5 inches. I am so sorry. So 1.5 inches by 5 1/4. Save that little piece for later. Okay, and then we're just going to glue that on there. So I have a funny story for you. Not really that funny, but anyway, so I've had this heel pain, which is like plantar fasciitis, which I've had before. So it's in my left foot. It's quite painful. Well, it's not really that painful. But anyway, so I've been wearing my cushy sandals in the house because I find if I have some cushiness under my heel, it doesn't hurt as much. It's not as uncomfortable. So I've been wearing those around the house. So yesterday I'm getting ready to go out, and I somehow managed to fall down the last half a dozen steps in the house. So now I have, so that's my left foot of which I'm wearing my sandals. Now I have a great big bruise on my big toe on my right foot and a big bruise on my leg from falling down the stairs. So now I have the sandal on my left foot because my big toe hurts so much I can't put the sandals on. So I have a slipper on my right foot and my sandal on my left foot. Honest to God, sucks to get old, I tell you. Either that or it just sucks to be clumsy. Not sure which. So that's my story. I am surviving. I am walking around a bit. I'm just trying not to walk on my big toe because it hurts. But anyways. All right. So I thought you might appreciate some. It's kind of funny. All right. Okay. What am I doing now? All right. We're going to stamp some pots here. So I've got this. Let's see. We'll bring that in. We're going to stamp this pot, and this pot. So these 2 pots are stamped in Calypso Coral. So we'll go ahead and do that. So we're going to just tap, tap, tap. And we'll stamp that there like that. And we'll tap, 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 tap. Could do with a little more, and we'll stamp that one there like that. No, don't like him. You need a little, see, I don't like that. So I'm just going to redo it again. Much better. Okay. And the other pot is stamped in Cajun Craze. So we'll get that one out. And I have all my stamps out here. There we go. Here he is. We'll stamp this one in the Cajun Craze. There's a lot of fussy cutting with this card, but I have already fussy cut quite a bit of it out because I didn't want you guys to be here forever. All right, and then we have this big cactus, and he is stamped in garden green. So I will stamp him as well. And again, because all these have to be cut, I'm not going to worry about where they're positioned. All right, so he's done. And then I have this cute little flower. I'm not really sure what this is, and I'm not into plants, but anyways. So what I did with this one, I stamped him in the Pear Pizzazz. And I'm going to get another piece of paper. I stamped him in the Pear Pizzazz. And then I stamped him off, because I wanted a little bit of lighter. See how you can see that lighter plant in the background? I just thought it gave it a little more interest. So we did that one. What do we have left? And then we're using the Evening Evergreen. I'm sure all these cactus have names, but I have no idea what they are. So we're going to ink this one up. Like that. Oh, I still need this. What am I doing? Okay. And then Jean said she thought I was gonna say I went out in my sandals. No, I didn't do that. Okay, so we're gonna ink up these little guys, and I'm sure they have names too, but I don't know what they are. Okay, and I think I want 3 of these, so I will ink up an extra one just in case. I don't really like the way that one inked up, so. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Okay, now this one needs to be fussy cut. This one can be punched. So let's get the punch ready. And I will probably have to cut this. So he's going to go in there like that. Now, if you have anything else here, you would cut that out, but I don't have anything, so I'm good to go. And all the pieces go flying, which is okay too. All right. And then we might as well do the little pieces while I'm here. So we'll do these little pieces here. Now, you see, I should have spread them out more, because if I cut them, I'm going to cut that off as well. So I didn't plan that very well. Okay, I'm not going to worry about that one because I don't like him anyways, but that one will. Okay, so I am going to just cut these. I thought I had done so well lining them up, but obviously not. And then I'm going to take a piece of Post-it note and just stick it on there like that. And then put him in. There we go. And there's one. I might be able to feed him in. Let's see. There's 2. And we'll do this one. Come on. No, he's up too far. And 3. All right. We don't need him. What else do I have here? We can punch out this pot here. All right, so yeah, you should organize all this before you decide to do it, but I didn't, so. There's the pot. Okay, and the rest of it has to be fussy cut, but I've already fussy cut most of it out, so we don't have to do that. Now, sometimes your punch will not be perfectly laser cut. So what I do, I don't know if you can see some of that white there. Anyways, I'm just going to take the edge of my Stampin' Right marker and just go around the corner like that on it. Just so, see, I don't know, can you see that white there? I need to be closer, I guess. Anyways, you can't see it. All right, I can't see it. Anyway, so I just take the edge of the Stampin' Right marker. You could probably use a blend, I don't know, but I just use a Stampin' Right marker. And that just gets rid of any weight that's on there. Okay. Now that one I didn't cut very well either. You probably won't see this because it'll be buried under. But again, you know, so just there's some white there. I'll just color him with the Stampin' White marker. There. Whoop! And then you can't see the white anymore. Okay. So like I said, I already have, with the magic of YouTube or Facebook Live or whatever it is, whatever you want to call it. I've already cut him out, and I just popped everything here on the card, okay? So I want to put, here's this cactus here. All right, just hang on a minute, I just want to read this. Had no interest in this set, but now wondering, I really liked it, Maureen. Obviously, I like it. Would it work if you stamped the stamped off lighter first, then the darker on top? Or would it still show through and you'd have to use a mask? Would it work if you stamped the stamped off lighter first, then the darker on top? I'm not really sure I understand what you're asking, Jean. Would it work if you stamped the stamped off lighter first, then the darker on top? Then the darker on top of it? I don't know, Jean. I'm sorry. On this one you mean? Oh, I wish these comments would stay here. You'll have to ask again, Jean. I don't understand what you're asking. I'm sorry. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead with this, and when Jean wants to explain it better to me, that I will understand it, then I will try and answer her question. All right. So we're going to just put some dimensionals on here. And remember, you're going to want to put this on top, so you're not going to want to put the dimensionals too far down or too far up, depending on which one you're putting the dimensionals on. Okay, so I'll just put him about here. That looks pretty good. And then I'm going to use some mini dimensionals. Sometimes I like the mini, sometimes I don't, but I think I'll put a couple of minis here. And And I'll put a big one on the bottom here. Yeah, so if I had to put these all the way up, then you wouldn't have been able, it would have just like sat here and you wouldn't have been able to move it up. And I want it to look like the cactus is actually in the pot. So just peel these off. And put that there. Hope that looks straight. That's good enough. Okay. And then I have these ones. That pot I already cut. And this one, I think I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on it. Just like that. And I'm just going to put it behind it here. Like that. And then I can put some, I can put a big dimensional there. And that will help hold that in place. And we'll put a couple of little dimensionals on there. And one more over here. There we go. And then we'll just peel these off. Da, 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 da. So anything new with you guys? Let me see if Jean's re-explained that. Instead of stamping two separate plants, just stamp the light one first and the darker one over it. Well, yeah, but I wanted two separate plants. Does that make sense? I wanted two separate plants. We talking this one here? I wanted the lighter one and the darker one. We'll talk, Jane, because I you know, obviously I'm probably not even understanding what it is you're trying to tell me. I'm going to wait a second. I want to do this one first. So where is my big guy? Here he is. All right, so I think I'm going to put him about, yeah, so I just want to try and line all this up here. So, all right, that'll go there, and I'll just leave him there so I know roughly where I want that. And we'll pop him up. And we'll just put a couple of dimensionals on him. And we'll put him about there. And then I can put the pot on. And again, I think I'm just going to use the smaller dimensionals. There's no rhyme or reason why I want to use small or big. Just sometimes they just work better. All right, we'll put him there. Like so. And then we'll add on these little guys. And again, I just popped them with dimensionals. I didn't even glue them to anything. I just popped them and then stuck them underneath here. Like that. And this one. Okay, Jean says, disregard my comment because you made sense when you wanted two pieces. Yes, that's why I wanted the two pieces, Jean. That's why I stamped off. All right, so we got that straightened out. Thank goodness for that, eh? Oh, dear. Okay, and we'll just put another one over here. And then I will put this one. Yeah, I wanted him to kind of be in the middle. I want him to be up a little bit. So we'll just kind of glue that there. And I wanted them to kind of go over a little bit on the other two. And actually, I think I'll just put one big one on this one. Like so. And, whoop. I don't want that on there. Go away. And we'll put that one there. Whoop, up too far. There we go, like that. And then, oh, I have to stamp, hope your day is on point. So This is, let me make sure this is big enough. Yeah, okay. I do need the trimmer again. So this little piece, hope your day is on point, is 3/4 of an inch by 3 inches. So that's 3/4 of an inch by 3 inches. Okay. And this one, hope your day is on point, again, is stamped in the Cajun Craze. I need to pull this down a little bit so I can see. There you go. Hope your day is on point. And then rather than having the straight edges, okay, I cut them off. This is the Lovely Labels. Why did I didn't think that was what it was called? Lovely Labels. Yeah, it'll come to me. Punch. So we're just gonna put that in there. This isn't quite 3/4 of an inch. Good enough. And then it just gives you that cute little things, just something different than just a square edge. Okay, now if you wanted to know where to cut this, you can take a scrap piece of paper that's roughly, you know, the same 3/4 of an inch or whatever, and then put this on your piece of paper like that, so you would know where you want to cut it. Sometimes you never know. Sometimes, you know, you might have a piece and it'll take like 1/2 inch off. So it's always an idea, if you're not sure, to just put your little piece on top, and then you can see. Am I too far up, or I just feel like I can hardly see what I'm doing when I'm looking at the iPad. So anyways, yeah, so just put your little piece on top, and then you'll know how much room you need for your sentiment. Okay, now I need to put this back up again. Otherwise it's hitting my head. Okay, and now we're just going to stamp this up, or put this up with dimensionals as well. And we'll put one there, and one there, and one in the middle. And we'll just peel the back off of those. And we'll just position it wherever. Is that straight? Almost. There we go. That looks good. No googly eyes today. Sorry. I did the googly eyes once, that's it. Okay, these are the Artistry Blooms adhesive back sequins. These are in the annual catalog. And I'm just going to take some of the Calypso Coral ones and just add this on as a finishing touch. They're all falling everywhere. Oh, I used 2 small ones. So these already have the adhesive on them, so that's good, so you don't have to bother with the gluing them on. And then I'll just take a bigger one, and we'll just put it here. There's my 3. And there's, I think that's it, my card. Okay. All right, so what do you think of that? So here's the one from yesterday, early yesterday. Oh, geez. Feels like yesterday. There's the one from last week. There is today's. And again, this one will be next week. It's very similar to this, but I'm not putting googly eyes on them. And then we're going to do the fancy fold one the following week. Okay? All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. And again, just a reminder that I will be posting in a Judy's Paper Crafting community, so you can vote for which suite you want me to use for the month of May. All right. All right. Listen, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this card, and I will see you all next week. All right. Have a good week. Bye-bye now.